As of the recording of this video, Cyberpunk 2077 has sold over 20 million copies after having just a major flop right from launch to now 2 years later being a very functioning and fun game. But a lot of those copies that were sold is due to one thing in particular, and that is the show that we are talking about today, the anime Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Now this anime, unlike the game, is very good right off the bat, and it does not slow down. This is like an emotionally charged, intense anime, right from beginning to end. I'll get over some of the negative things so that we can kind of go on and rant about it, have some more fun with that. And there will be spoilers, but I will leave out character names so that at least there's, some mystery. But there is a death in the first episode that just is just so rushed, with exposition. Like the whole show, a lot happens throughout the 10 episodes. But in that first episode, there's just so much explaining. Like the impact of the death it's not an emotional or strong impact whatsoever. At least it wasn't for me. I didn't really feel bad. I thought it was kind of funny how the character was just like, okay, they're just dead now. It's like, oh, it's like, all right. That's how we're starting, are we? And I think the show would benefit a lot if it was maybe 5 episodes longer. I know that's kind of a weird length for a season. So much happened in the 10 episodes where they really could have added more. But then there's also the thing of every episode kind of having some sort of intensity to it that maybe wouldn't be there if it was longer. So I guess there's some gives and takes with that. Other than that, I don't have many other negative things to say. The soundtrack is a fucking banger. Oh my god, it's so sick. The very last song, it was so perfect. Pull on the heartstrings so well. The soundtrack overall, absolutely loved, and that will not be slept on by anyone. The animation style, along with the grotesque gore, I guess is a way you could put it. Just the mass amounts of gore and blood is so awesome. But it's not just blood. You see like skulls split open, and when limbs are cut off, they're like blown off, and there's even one scene where your character like shoots this character multiple times, like boom, 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 and the character is spinning in the air, and it hits him and rolls, and he's just flying in the air the whole time. I thought there were some goofy things like that, broke some tension, and that was actually hilarious. It worked really well. So visuals, gore, absolutely love both of those. Let's say it's comparable to Invincible, another fantastic show in the gore aspect. I mean, aside from that first character I was talking about, all of the other deaths in the show are God, they hurt so bad, and they don't just make you watch it once. They do a slow motion replay like 3 times from different angles, like it was a goal in hockey, and they're showing it on the jumbotron, and they're like, look at this person getting their head blown off. It's like, head blown off. Then it's over here, like head blown off. Then it's upside down, it's like head blown off. And then it's like, I'm over here now, head blown off. But it's all the same person, and you're like, I liked that character a lot. Not only did it have a strong supporting cast, but the 2 main characters that you follow throughout the entire show, God, there's so much development there. They start here and then they completely flip, which you can kind of see coming. And there's a lot of things like the show can get predictable at times, but it's done so well. If there's a hint that there's like a death, the death still really hurts. If there's a hint that something is going to be used in a fight or something later, it's still just as intense. I guess another quick negative thing that's more of a personal preference, I didn't like how they kind of shoehorned Atom Smasher into it. Even though the show is canon in the Cyberpunk universe, they're just like, oh, he's here now. Like literally, that's like basically what they say, and then he's just here now. It doesn't take away from really the scene, I guess, too much, but I just didn't like that. Yeah, I just didn't like that. And I'm gonna defend my point on it being longer, like 2 episodes longer. It needed more. I needed more of it. It ended at the perfect point though. You know when animes end at episode 9 and then episode 10 is what happens afterwards? No. This episode ends, right? It ends. It's perfect. There's a little bit of showing aftermath, but it's just that perfect amount, that satisfaction, that bittersweet ending. If you've seen the anime Akame ga Kill, I shouldn't even have to say anything else. That is what Cyberpunk Edgerunners reminded me of. I love this anime. I cried. It was so good. It was so good that I cried. I cried tears of sadness and happiness. This anime had a ton of life into it and a lot of love from me, so I'm giving it 9 out of 10 hearts. A hefty one for sure, but I just loved it so much. I wanted more. I'm so heavily invested in this universe now that I'm going to play the game at twitch.tv/thepitlive. And Atom Smasher, if you're watching this, Atom Smasher, I'm coming for your shit, dude. I'm coming for you. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think watching a video to its fullest deserves a like and maybe a subscribe. If you want to see more movie and game reviews, or some news, or if you want to laugh at some Breaking Bad TikToks, we got you covered. But good afternoon, good evening, good night, and we'll see you soon. Later.